What's up, y'all? Today I'm doing the National League standings predictions. Tomorrow I'll do the American League standings predictions. Next day I'll do postseason picks based on these standing predictions. We're going to start with the National League. The National League is stacked. I think the top 4 teams in the league are the Dodgers, Padres, Mets, and Braves in no particular order. And you think about that, all those teams are in the National League. So the National League is stacked for sure. So I'm going to go through division by division and make my picks for who's winning each division and then how the rest of the division will line up. We'll start off with the East, which is absolutely stacked. We have 5 teams who could all win the division, and all 5 of these teams would probably win the Central. But we're going to start off here for the East. I'm picking the Atlanta Braves. I know a lot of people are picking the Mets. Atlanta's won it the past 3 years. They have an amazing offense with Ronald Acuna, Ozzie Albies, Freddie Freeman, Marcell Ozuna, and they have pretty good pitching when you think about Mike Soroka, Max Fried, Ian Anderson, Charlie Morton. The bullpen is all right. It's full of just a bunch of average guys for a bullpen. I'm picking the Braves to win the division, even though the Mets are really good. Now, we'll go to the Mets, who I take second. Now, this Mets team, when they get Syndergaard back halfway through the year, that'll be a big boost. They obviously have DeGrom. They signed Taijuan Walker. They get Marcus Stroman back. They have a really good bullpen with Seth Lugo, Trevor May, Edwin Diaz. They have a really good lineup. Obviously, they brought in Francisco Lindor. That is a big addition. You pair him with Conforto, Alonso, McNeil, Dom Smith. This team is scary, but they are the Mets, so I'm not picking them to win a division just because one team in this division is going to blow up. I'm not saying the Mets will, but the Mets have done it before. Then we're going to go to the Nationals at number 3. It was kind of a tough decision between Nationals, Phillies, and Marlins, who has taken number 3. Took the Nationals. They brought in Brad Hand, Josh Bell, Kyle Schwarber this year. Juan Soto is going to win MVP. Trey Turner is one of the more underrated players. He had an amazing 2020. Obviously, if they get Strasburg back, they have that top 3 of Scherzer, Strasburg, Corbin. That is elite. And I'm going to pick them 3, and they'll be in the running for a wild card this year. At number 4, I'm going to Philadelphia Phillies, who bring back JT Realmuto, which is the only reason they're still in contention. This team is still very good, and I would probably have them up right there with the Cardinals to win the Central, but they're not in that division, so it sucks. Wheeler and Nola are a great 1-2 punch at the top there. After that, it really falls off. The bullpen was horrible last year. They brought in Archie Bradley. It's going to be okay this year. I'm super excited for the lineup to have Bohm, Realmuto, and Harper and Hoskins. That lineup's going to be really good. I'm still picking them 4th. I still picked the Nationals over them. But we're going to go to 5 now, and it's the Miami Marlins, who made the playoffs last year, and I'm picking them to finish last in the division. I know. They have Sandy Alcantara, Sixto Sanchez, Pablo Lopez, a great top 3. They have a pretty good lineup with Jesus Aguilar, Miguel Rojas. They brought in Adam Duvall. Bullpen is their strong suit. They lost Ryan Stanek. They still have Yami Garcia. It's a good team. I'm having trouble picking them over the Nationals and Phillies, but I do believe one team here will blow up and just implode. Nationals, Phillies, Marlins, Mets, or Braves. One team's going to explode, and it's going to be a really interesting division to watch this year. We'll go to the NL Central, which is just an absolute mess of a division. I'm picking the Cardinals to win it. That Nolan Arenado trade really solidified it. They have a really good pitching rotation. You have Jack Flaherty, Miles Michaelis, Carlos Martinez, Kwang Hyun Kim, and Adam Wainwright. That's a very good starting rotation. They got Giovanni Gallegos. They got Jordan Hicks back and Andrew Miller in the bullpen. And then the lineup is not bad. You got Tommy Edman, Paul DeJong, so that's a pretty good start. And then you have the real hitters, Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. They lost Colton Wong to the division rival, Milwaukee Brewers, but I'm still picking this Cardinals team to win the division, not picking them in the playoff series. At number 2, we're going to have the Milwaukee Brewers, and this is another tough decision. Now, this team has kind of 4 pitchers that they kind of rely on. It's Brandon Woodruff and Corbin Burns in the starting rotation, and you got Josh Hader and Devin Williams in the bullpen. And those guys are all really, really, really good pitchers. The lineup struggles a bit. They really need Christian Yelich to go off this year like he's been doing the 2018, 2019. But even without him, they got Keston Hura, Lorenzo Cain back, Avisail Garcia. So it's a pretty good team. At number 3, I have the Chicago Cubs, who still have a pretty elite lineup if the players play up to their potential. Javi Baez, William Contreras, Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Ian Happ had a really good 2020. I'm picking them to be 3rd because they traded away Darvish, and they might punt it at the trade deadline this year if they're not in it. I'm not sure. I don't know how much I believe in Kyle Hendricks, Jake Arrieta, Alec Mills, Zach Davies in the rotation, and the bullpen is not very good, so that's why I'm picking the Cubs to finish third, and I picked the Brewers ahead of them. I got the Reds coming in fourth. Now, the Reds are kind of a weird team where they definitely underperformed last year. The hitters didn't have great years, but with Luis Castillo and Sonny Gray, and the hitters, like the names they have, Joey Votto, Nicholas Castellanos, forgetting some names, Jesse Winker, Eugenio Suarez, this team has the potential that I don't think the Cubs or Brewers have, that they could win the division if everything goes perfect, the hitters actually hit, the Sonny Gray and Luis Castillo shove, and the Cardinals struggle. I think the Reds actually have a better chance at winning the division, but I actually think the Reds are going to finish fourth because I doubt all that happens. And then Pirates at fifth. Not much to look forward to. Key Brian Hayes, I guess. It's kind of a weird year. Now we're going to go to the West, which is practically just a two-team race. Going with the Dodgers at first. Obviously, this team is absolutely stacked. They added Bauer this offseason, which is crazy. They brought back Turner. The lineup is insane. You got Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts, Justin Turner, Max Muncy, Will Smith. It's absolutely disgusting. The pitching might be even better. You got Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw, Trevor Bauer, Julio Urias. Bullpen is all right. Second, I have the San Diego Padres, and they have a crazy good team, obviously, that they really stacked up this year. They brought in Yu Darvish and Blake Snell to join Dinelson Lamet. They didn't really trade away that many pieces to get those two guys. The lineup is crazy good. We have Machado, Tatis, Cronenworth, Pham, Hosmer, Austin Nola, or it's Aaron Nola, sorry. And then the bullpen has like a whole bunch of names. They lost Kirby Yates. They got Mark Melancon, Emilio Pagan, Drew Pomeranz. They got a really good bullpen. Picking the Padres second. I can't wait to see Padres-Dodgers games this year for real. It'll be super exciting. At third, I have the D-backs over the Giants because I still kind of believe in the D-backs, and I really believe in Zach Gallen. I think Zach Gallen's going to have an amazing year. I just saw that he's going to be on a little bit of an innings limit. Pretty sure this is only his second or third year he'll be going into. I also believe in Ketel Marte, Eduardo Escobar. Those guys bounce back. Nick Ahmed's really good. Cole Calhoun had a great 2020. Bullpen is absolutely terrible. Don't even want to talk about it. But I'm picking them over the Giants. Now, we're going to the Giants. Really good team. You got Donovan Solano, Mike Yastrzemski, Brandon Belt. All those guys had really good 2020s. The pitching is not that solid, but just I don't even know the Giants pitchers, and I know a lot about this. They got like Johnny Cueto. They brought back Kevin Gausman. I don't know. I think the Giants are gonna trade away a lot of pieces at the deadline. That's why I'm picking the Diamondbacks to finish ahead of them. And then at last, you got the Rockies. Traded away Nolan Arenado. Didn't get a single prospect that's in the top 100 back, which is wow. They got Austin Gomer, who was a good pitcher for the Cardinals last year. Good young pitcher at least. You got Antonio Senzatella, Herman Marquez, Cal Freeland pitching. Bullpen is Daniel Bard. There's not much. The lineup has Story, Desmond, Blackman, Brendan Rodgers, I guess. Hopefully Story gets out of there. I think those are my picks for the divisions. And now how this lines up in the playoffs would look like Dodgers would play the winner of Mets versus Padres. I cannot wait for a Mets versus Padres. Well, I'm not going to say that's guaranteed, but I can't wait for this one-game wild card in the National League because it's going to be like a team from the East and a team from the West, and that's going to be like Dodgers, Padres, or Mets, Padres, or Mets, Braves, or Braves, Dodgers, whatever. It's going to be one game. It's going to be crazy. So Dodgers, I'm picking, will play the winner of Mets versus Padres, and then you got Braves versus Cardinals, and the other first-round matchup, I'm going to do a postseason prediction video in 2 days from now that will actually decide this, so check on that. I think that's it for my National League standings predictions. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.